Hey guys, welcome to the second episode of After Hours with D and J. My name is Deja.
My name's Josh.
And welcome to our podcast. You guys have seen my face over on my commentary channel named Deja Unique. And of course, you've seen Josh all over my TikTok videos, YouTube, everywhere. So he's not a new face at all. You know that idea you have and you're kind of like, I'll get around to it. This is what this is. The idea that we've had for a long time and we finally got around to it. But yeah. We don't really know what our niche is going to be right now. We're kind of just going to be playing with some things, and you guys can comment down below, yay or nay, if you like it. If you want to hear more of it, let us know. This is definitely a learning curve for both of us, so don't,
Feel free to leave your input.
Yeah, feel free to leave your input for sure.
Any input.
Any.
I promise you will not hurt my feelings.
Yeah, well, you might hurt mine.
Hers, but
you might hurt mine because I'm a little sensitive, but
I'm going to still sleep the same.
I might toss and turn a little bit, but I'll try to improve for sure. Okay, so we've definitely been talking about some things, and we've been like, oh, we wanna talk. Let's save it for the podcast. So one thing that we wanted to really touch on was like dreams and the conspiracy with dreams, deja vu, and just that whole realm like of stuff. We'll try to keep it as light as possible because I'm gonna be honest, our dreams are dark.
It came to the point where she was like, stop telling me your dreams. I don't want to hear it
Yes,
anymore.
I literally told him, stop telling me your dreams, because I literally used to get like scared because it was always so dark. Like, and when you're hearing that every day, it gets to a point where like, I don't want to hear it anymore. Like, it starts to affect you mentally, especially when sometimes those dreams come reality. So I'm sorry. He still hates me to this day because of that. But
it was really rude.
Well, baby, it was because it was affecting me mentally.
What about me?
What am I supposed to do every time he comes and he's like, I had a dream you died? I don't want to hear that.
But you'd be like, tell me what's going on. I want to know. I want to make you feel better. Tell me.
Well, how do you...
And then I tell you, like, real, I let you in for real, like, really what's going up there, like, half of a % of 100%, and you'd be like, I don't want to hear that no more.
Yeah, because it's freaking scary. But like, my bad for like wanting like not to be tossing and turning and thinking that my life is about to end. And
it'd be more than your life about to end.
Oh Lordy. Okay, so actually I have a couple of things that we can touch on. Let's talk about what my dream was today. I think I told you earlier, but basically let me tell you guys. So I had a dream that I was in the car, back seat in the middle. Drake the rapper was on this side of me. We were smoking that ganja together, right? But it gets better. It gets better. Janae Aiko, and she's driving, and Big Sean is in the other side looking like a dad, and then we have their baby beside us in the back seat with me and Drake.
What kind of vehicle was it?
It was like a Toyota. It wasn't no fancy vehicle.
So it won a race?
No, it was more. It was like
It was an 05 Camry?
Could have been. Could have very much been.
This is a quick segue. Remember what today, obviously, you remember, we was coming back from Raleigh, right? Mm-hmm. And I don't know if you remember that Nissan Altima was white and it passed you and half the bumper was missing and it was speeding and it was in the fast lane and the bumper was like flapping like a flag.
I did not.
You probably didn't catch that,
No.
but I was like, that's why that shit fucked up now.
Yeah.
But he was driving that shit like a straight up race car, and half the bump, like he had already, whoever, it's probably, we all know it was a female with 2 kids in the back, but her bumper was missing, and I know the check engine light was on, the service engine light was on, the tires was bald, and they probably had a quarter tank of gas until it was empty. But I guess they got where they needed to go.
They got where you needed to go. One thing that don't make sense to me really quick, and then I'll get back to my dream, is that people be speeding and acting like an idiot on the road, and we're literally going to the same spot. Or we're like, it's really not even worth risking your life speeding that way on the highway.
What's the craziest is when you speeding and then you catch up with that person that was
at the
speeding.
same stoplight.
Or the same stop sign.
Yeah.
Or the same destination. And I was like, so you risked your license and your life, my life, other people's life,
to get at the same stoplight.
To get $5 on pump 4.
$5.
On pump 4. And gas is $3.39 a gallon.
Damn. Hard times, huh?
Yeah, very. Let's get back to the dream.
The dream. I'm sorry, y'all. Anyway, so we're driving down the road. Janae is trying to go get some type of surgery after giving birth. Surprised they wasn't like, hey, you and Drake need to stop smoking weed around our kid. But, they didn't say nothing. We were back there just getting high as a kite.
See, child endangerment.
Child endangerment, like hell. I mean, I was...
Them too, because they're the parents.
And I ain't even had my seatbelt on. It felt like one of those... like you riding in the car with some of your hood friends and, they going to go do something. Which it definitely was a dream because I don't even smoke. I don't even like being around marijuana. So definitely was a dream. What was your dream last night if you had one?
I don't remember. I do remember I woke up mad, so it had to be bad. It wasn't last night. It was the night I was off. I woke up and it had something to do with my mom because I was heated and you was over there just
You're gonna air me out like that? You gonna let them know I snore?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what it was. Let's talk about dreams and deja vu because those are scary.
Those
are really, really interesting. And when the deja vu moment hit you, and you like, I don't know if you remember That's So Raven. You remember when she used to have the visions, and she used to be like, that's how I be when I have them. The one I remember that's really vivid when I went to Prime. And they got this restaurant. It's called Fire and Ice. Just a little steakhouse. The guy who owned Prime owned it. But I was sitting down. I had just passed my CDL test, and I rewarded myself with a New York strip steak. And I remember sitting at this particular. It was a high top table, and I was sitting by myself, and I was making a phone call, but I didn't know who the phone call was. Lo and behold, that was the dream part. But when that actually happened, I went to the steakhouse. My sister called. And as soon as they brought out the steak, I was sitting there and she was talking about something like, I'm proud of you, you had a yada, yada, yada. And I was like, I've been here before. I've done this already. Mm-hmm. Like, do you feel like, because the movies do it a lot, deja vu is like you quote unquote opening up your third eye and going to like an alternate universe. Or like maybe you can you seem like you lived it and you've done it before because you really have done it before.
That's a good question because some people say you've had a past life and all of that kind of. Is that what you're referring to?
Well, it's not a past life because it's your life. So a past life would be like, in a past life, I used to be a monk or something.
I'm sorry, that's not funny.
Whatever. I'm just saying.
I thought you were gonna say monkey, but
no. Like you just literally whatever that moment is. Like you've done it before, and while you doing it, you like this is not my. It's your first time, but it's not your first time.
Right. I don't know. I don't know how to feel like if it's like a third eye or something. I really don't know I don't know how to. I'm just as confused as you are. I have.
What are some of your experiences with deja vu and dreams?
Okay, well, I got a lot.
Well, go ahead.
Okay, so the first, the one that doesn't involve death is, we were at an aquarium one time. Now, the dream is I was at an aquarium. I remember being on the floor where they're sliding you. The floor slides under you, and you're kind of
like the escalator, but it's straight.
Yeah, it's a flat escalator, and you're like riding through the aquarium. And I remember that.
And I remember,
I remember I was with you too, but I didn't remember where exactly we were there, or who we were with, or why we were there. And when we went to Georgia, when we went to Atlanta, we did that. We did the aquarium, and I was sitting in an aquarium, and I was like, I had a dream about this. I don't ever be like, I've been here before. It's more like, I've dreamed about this before, or I had a thought about this, or I had a vision about this. It's never like, I've been here before. Like, with you said, I was here before.
No,
I was more I've dreamed of this. Like, why is this happening right now?
When it hit me, man, I'd be like, again, I'll just be staring into space, and I'll be like, I've done this before. Mm-hmm. Like, I've been here. Like, that was like, for instance, this is my first time being at the Atlanta Aquarium, but this is not my first time being at the Atlanta Aquarium, dog. Like, I remember this whole, it's just weird, man. It's like, I really don't know if, people be like, your brain it enters REM sleep and it's deep thought, mm-hmm. and you just you sleeping, but you don't, a lot of people be like, you dream every night, but you don't always remember your dreams. Mm-hmm. I don't know if the brain has a way of protecting you, suppressing memories, bad memories, good memories. Sometimes it'll show you things that you don't want to see to prepare you for stuff that's and inevitably going to happen.
Yeah, but it's like the question is, how does your brain know this?
That's
We're
why
human beings.
that's
We're
what
not
I'm
able
saying.
to know what's going to happen in the future.
And-
But somehow we are able to know what's going to happen in the future with certain events. How? How does our brain do that?
I'm not claiming to be woke at all. I'm probably the least woke I ain't gonna say the least woke person, but I'm not gonna be like, it's your third eye, man.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Chakras.
but for real, like to a certain extent, you like some people can meditate and manifest things,
Yeah.
and it'll happen. In your dreams, who to say that's not the same thing?
My thing is when people manifest, it's like an action they're doing. I don't manifest the dreams that I have. I just have them.
Maybe
Is that what you're saying?
Maybe
Like,
you're not consciously manifesting because you're asleep.
yeah.
Maybe like things like, for instance, have you ever went to sleep and you had something on your mind, and then like you have a dream and it's not directly what was on your mind, but it has a little something to do with what was on your mind before you went to sleep?
Yeah,
See?
of course. Yeah.
Like you have no control over that because you're sleeping, but in your subconscious it's there, and when you sleep, hey motherfucker, remember me?
Remember me?
Yeah.
I had a dream about Clifton,
Really?
the dolphin.
It
wasn't like we
dream
talked
about
to him
Clifton.
or anything like that. But, having a dream about a dolphin whenever we went to go see dolphins, like that kind of thing. Or having a dream about whatever and you seen it earlier that day. That makes sense. And that's why I try not to take two things like too literally. But man, like...
One of the scariest dreams I had, I ain't gonna say no names, but it was me and my best friend. We used to go to Still Life a whole lot. In real life, we used to go to the club a whole lot. And then I had a dream that me and him was at Still Life, and like we tight.
Yeah,
Like-
Still Life is a club, by the way.
Like me and him are tight. Like we got each other when we go out. Regardless, we can argue, but at the end of the night, I got your back, he got mine.
Right.
Long story short, in the dream, we had gotten an argument with this little child. We didn't know it was a child. We thought it was a little person in a coat. But even in that dream, the little people could get all the smoke.
Right.
So he goes up to start arguing with them, and it ended up being a child. And then the person comes out like, yo, that's my child, yada, 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 and just shoots him. Like, boom, 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 boom. And I was thinking to myself, oh my God, like, what am I going to tell his parents? He got a kid, yo. Like, it was scary. I woke up and, like breathing heavy. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I called him the next day. I was like, bro, just be safe, man. I had this crazy dream. I don't know why, but just be safe. Other crazy dreams I used to have when I was freshly out of high school, my grandma used to live in the country.
Oh,
And I had a dream that me and my four friends would go down there, but when we went down there, we used to, like, it used to just be like we was getting murdered, man. It was bad. Like, we would go down there and get in shootouts. It would be very violent. Like, dudes with shotguns and getting shot point blank. And I was just like, what do you think that could mean in a dream? Something that violent when you're not a violent person, like, whatsoever.
Okay, well, the one with your best friend, I think that could have been like, what if you called him that day, or what if he was arguing with someone, or whatever the case, and maybe you called him and saying, hey, be careful, I had this dream, maybe led him a different direction that day, and could have saved his life eventually. What do you think? Maybe that was like a sign from the universe.
I mean, I'm not denying it at all.
I'm just saying, like, what if that
I
was
agree.
it?
That
And then
could have been
sometimes
that.
you can have dreams like that. Well, I believe you can have dreams like the one you were out there. What if, like, bad things happened before y'all lived out there? Like, what if someone did get shot at point blank range out there, and that's like the spirits, or like just the universe telling you, like, this is what happened. Your ancestors telling you about that kind of stuff. I mean, people have had dreams about, or I've read, like, people have had dreams about things in their house or things like, at the workplace or whatever, and then they go do the research behind it, and those things turn out to be real. Now, I don't know.
That's very freaky.
I don't mean to get all spooky on y'all, but like, this type of stuff is so interesting to talk about, because it's just like, no one can put the dots together and figure out the reason why. Why?
Question. Now, it's a folktale,
Yeah.
but I put my hand on my loved ones. I've had this happen to me. You ever heard, well, I told you about, I don't know if you remember, the story of the black dog?
Oh, Joshua, when you told me that messed me up for a while.
Okay.
That messed me up for a while.
So I'm
like,
gonna tell you what's crazy. So if y'all don't know, the black dog it's like a trucker folktale. So when you're driving long hours of the day, it's late at night, it's like a guardian angel. You'll see the black dog, and when you see the black dog, that's a warning to tell you you need to stop, you need to slow down, you know, because something bad is about to happen. Because you eventually, what you're doing is falling asleep at the wheel. It's like your warning to
wake up.
Right, there you go. So I heard one story when I was over the road. I was listening to this guy was driving, and he saw a black dog, but then he kept driving because like he thought he had hit the dog, but then you know his trailer locked up, and he had to pull over on the side of the road. And when he looked up under the trailer, the brake lines were bit up, like an animal had bit on them. And so he called, you know, roadside assistance and yada, yada, yada. And, you know, he was like, they came out and replaced the lines. But as he got further down the road, it was a bad accident. It was like a 15 car pileup.
I remember that last part.
Yeah, he could have been, now if the story is true, he could have been in that if he would have kept driving, maybe that black dog saved him. My experience, before I even start driving trucks, I was coming home from Georgia Pacific, and I was going to Mount Olive to pay a bill, and I was driving on the car in the Audi, and the highway 117, like I could have sworn I saw a dog run across the road, and then I looked in the back, it was black, and it was just boom, and I looked in the mirror, and I looked to the side of the mirror, and I didn't see anything, man, nothing, and it scared me so bad. Like, I was good for the rest of the day. I just got off work, pulled 12 hours, but I saw that, and I was like, bro, I'm good. Like, but that was a black dog. And not too, like, a couple of weeks later, I thought about this, the story, and I was like, damn, I wonder, was that it?
You had just worked 12 hours. Anything could have happened. That moment woke you up,
man,
where you could have fell asleep under the wheel and got in a really bad car accident. Anything. That could have been, like, your guardian angel right then. Like, that when he told me that the first time, y'all, I looked it up in the stories that I read, and of course, there's artists out there that make illustrations of the black dog. So when you see that black dog,
y'all
it's like,
look it up, man.
Oh my gosh! Like, I've never seen it, and Lord, I don't want to see it. I was so terrified for a good minute.
When you hear black dog, you think of like something evil, but it's a guardian angel.
Yeah,
it's like it's something to protect you. Mm-hmm. If you hit the black dog, you gonna stop. You like, what did I hit? In reality, you didn't hit anything. It was just something to tell you, you need to stop, check yourself. They even made a movie about it. It's called Black Dog. Got Patrick Swayze in it. The movie is actually pretty good.
We need to watch it. Well, you never told me there was a movie. We watched it and
you went to sleep.
I did. I
like, this is trash.
I don't remember seeing it. I don't remember. We're gonna have to redo that. Okay, well that's another thing. Like, what if some people can't see? What if I can't see the black dog? What if I'm not capable?
If you're not capable, then maybe you don't need protecting. You're not as in danger as you think you are. Okay. If the story is true,
it's just a lot of layers to that. But
if the story is true,
it's like, am I not special enough to have a guardian angel or something?
I mean, maybe you don't need protecting like you think you do, man. I don't know.
Let me get mic up a little bit.
What do you got? What are some of your like folk tales that you've heard about that, or not even folk tales, just like
we were talking about dreams.
Crazy, yeah, but yeah, like what do you got?
I don't know. Okay, well, if whatever dreams I talk about, I'm not gonna say any names because out of respect for families and whatnot. But I've had my dreams have never been like except for one of them was like a warning. But most of my dreams have been talking to people in the afterlife, and it's been many people that I've talked to in the afterlife. But the thing with it is that in my dreams, I'm not always able to control what I'm saying. Like, I don't think it's a lucid dream. It's just they're coming to tell me something, and I'm just supposed to just have that information.
You're a messenger.
Yeah, kind of like a messenger, but I'm not able to speak back to them. Like, if they're like, "Hey, how you doing?" In my dreams that I remember, all I can do is just stand there. Like, I'm not able to talk back, and
it's crazy. Like, when people say that and you listen to a person, you be like, this motherfucker just whatever, bro. But until you actually experience it, it's not like once you actually experience it and it happened to you, you're not even that pressed to convince somebody. Like, you can tell them, and if they blow you off, you like, well,
it is whatever. It is.
Like, but whatever. Like, I know for a fact, like, it's just one of the things that's not explainable, man.
Yeah. But that's really if I've had people in the afterlife come back and talk to me, and I've woken up not really scared, but kind of just, well, yeah, it is kind of scary, I ain't gonna lie, but it's kind of like just gut wrenching a little bit. It kind of make you want to sleep with the lights on a little bit, you know?
Do you ever feel like, why me?
Yeah, I do all the time. Why me? Why? Why me? What is so special about me? And then the thing is, I don't ever get a chance to go back and tell the families about that kind of stuff. And sometimes the person don't even have to be close to me. Mm-hmm. Like the person don't have to be, you got to be somebody
Maybe
I talk to every day. Like it can be somebody that I've known and they came back and spoke to me, but I'm not able to.
Maybe it's somebody that right now, like a death in the family, for instance, like a person could be grieving, and maybe those people are not ready to receive the message yet, so they go to somebody who else, maybe who's not as close, but they close with the family member, and they get relay the message to them, and then relay it back to.
That's kind of where I've stood, like not related to the person, but very close to the family or within the family.
Messengers in like history throughout biblical times, like regular today time, messengers are important. They literally relay the message.
Yeah.
You need a messenger. And they're important. Maybe that's a talent, a gift that that was bestowed upon you that maybe you should tap more into that, man.
I don't know where to even start. Like, do I go to the family and be like, hey, so-and-so is saying this? Because a lot of people will look at you like you're bogus.
No, sometimes, don't get me the line to tell you where to find the medium at. I have no idea, because they can be like, you just wishing bad, whatever.
Yeah, like I'm not trying to.
So you got to find the line. I guess that's why it's important, like what relationship you have with them. Mm-hmm. Like for my instance, in my dream, if you had a dream that somebody such as got hurt, maybe you should just check on a person and be like, hey man, just checking how you doing. Be safe. Stay safe out there.
I called one of my family members the other day because I had a dream that they, went away. And I called and just see how they were. Just hear their voice,
That can be good enough.
I don't know. Maybe they were having a bad day and just needed someone to talk to. I don't know. But I had
to call.
You never know what
a person is going through, man. And a simple, hey, how you doing, go a long way when you have no idea what's going on in that person's life.
Yeah. It's just crazy. Though, like, I have a lot of dreams. I think we all have a lot of dreams. And we don't always remember what the dream is about. But them dreams that you do remember, the dreams that you remember got some meaning behind them.
It has
They got some sort of meaning behind it, even if it ain't dealing with the people that was in the dream. Because sometimes your brain can't put faces to people in dreams that you've never seen before. They'll put faces that you have seen in the dream. But it's dealing with something. It might not be the exact person, but
it's got to go along with the dreams. But I'm talking to what you were just saying. Have you heard if you're having sex with a person in a dream that it's a demon?
No, I've never heard that before.
You've never heard that if you're having sex with a stranger?
Now, why would you sit there and scare me like that for? And it's late at night.
Well,
this is after hours with D&J. I'm scared already.
Well, I don't know what to tell you, man. If you're scared,
no,
go to church.
No, I have clapped a whole lot of cheeks in the dream, but I ain't never known it was that.
They say, they say a whole hell of a lot. But when you having a sex with a person in a dream and you don't know them, it's a demon. It's soul ties. They're trying to connect to you.
Where my cross at? I need to get a cross. Get away from me.
I mean, I've had those dreams too, but they say, like, especially if it's a stranger, say it's, have you ever had...
No, I don't think I've ever had sex with strangers. It's always been someone that I've, known in the dream that I've been sleeping with.
Well, another thing they say in dreams is that your mind can't generate faces. So every face that you've seen in a dream... Whether it's, you going 70 in the fast lane, you look in the car to see, you seen a person's face, they'll be in your dream. You can't make up faces. All the faces that you see are faces that you've seen somewhere throughout your life.
I was talking to this phase I was going through a couple months ago, I was dreaming about this baby.
I mean, you say you had a dream about that the day, didn't you, last night?
The baby?
Yeah.
Oh,
so you was 5 months pregnant.
I was 5 months pregnant. I didn't have the baby yet, but I don't know what's been going on in my life internally that this dream keeps repeating itself over and over and over again. But I've took several pregnancy tests and I'm not pregnant, but it's just like I keep having dreams about being pregnant. I keep having dreams about being pregnant. Either I'm giving birth, I just found out I'm pregnant and I'm looking at the pregnancy test in shock or in oh fuck type.
It's the ancestors telling that's what you need.
Or something keeps coming to me and telling me that I need to be pregnant or I'm about to be pregnant or something with pregnancy or giving birth.
I've never had a dream of my offspring ever.
That's crazy.
Not
because it's
once.
constant for me. every other night I'm having a dream about a pregnancy. And then at some point I was seeing this girl, this baby in my dream, a little beautiful, black, beautiful girl. But I seen her face, but the face I ain't never seen before. And I Googled it and the face looked familiar, but I'm just like, I've never seen this baby in real life.
I think that's a woman thing. Because I've dated some of the girls in the past have said the same thing.
They have dreams about being pregnant and babies and
yes.
stuff. Yeah, maybe that
they
is.
said the same
maybe I'm
thing.
Close
None
to
of
my
my
period or
homeboys
something.
or nothing ever be like, yeah, bro, I had a dream. I had a little me. The motherfuckers don't be the devil ever.
It might just be inevitable with us being women. It might just
maybe, man.
Whatever.
I don't know.
Maybe it means nothing and it's just like,
Yeah.
Maybe it's time for my period soon. What day is it? The 26th? Right around the corner.
I don't know, man. But I know I ain't never had no dream of no offspring.
Yeah, it may not just mean anything. Every dream don't have to mean something, but me with the experiences I've had, I think every dream means something. Maybe it's time for us to pop one out. Maybe
I ain't gonna say all of that. I mean, unless y'all want to make this podcast go viral, we can do this for a living.
Hey, we can do this for a living. We can pop one out right now.
I mean, but that don't happen, then yeah, keep dreaming.
But yeah, that's our dreams, and that's deja vu. My dreams is always with deja vu or something like that, or they have some sort of like afterlife.
My dreams
message.
is straight violence.
Yeah, his
I used to have dreams, bro. Listen, you know when they be like you now this is crazy now. You know when they would be like, you ever dreamed that you're falling?
Oh yeah.
And you always wake up before you hit the ground?
Don't tell me you hit the ground.
I hit the ground.
Damn.
But I'm gonna tell you what though. I'm gonna tell you what. This is the crazy part. Every time I hit the ground, I'm face down in the pillow. And I think the reason why my body wake up is because either I'm smothering myself and I can't breathe. I mean, I think that's the only reason. Because every time I've hit the ground, I've been face down in the pillow, and I'd be like,
I've seen you do that one time, and I've been like, "Are you okay?" Like
I
didn't know you were face down in the pillow.
I hit the ground every time I wake up. It don't hurt, but I just wake up face down in the pillow, and then I'd be like.
I think that's you smothering yourself and your brain is doing something to wake you
so.
up.
Like, bro,
that's
look,
all
right, check this out.
My boy out here, bro, smothering himself.
All right, another thing. Why do you know it's built in your body? How do you know in your dreams that you're falling if you never fell from a height like that?
I don't know. Imagination. I don't know.
I mean, but you get what I'm saying? Like, you know, the fear, you have the fear of falling. Yeah. But I've never fallen from a height ever. Like, not from nothing. But you know the feeling of falling. Yeah. Like, it's built into it's wired into your DNA. I don't know. Like, the fight and flight. That's wired into you. You're either gonna fight or you're either gonna move, bitch, get out of the way.
What kind of accent?
Yeah, you remember Soul Plane? Move, I got to fly the plane. Get out of the way. Move, bitches, and he failed and knocked himself out.
Dang.
Yeah.
I remember I had a dream about a horse. A black horse was running around.
I told you about that. That was the 4 horses.
Nope. We're not going down that road. Nope. I'm not even going to talk about it no more. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. Because he scared me for 2 weeks straight. Because I was thinking about that damn black horse. And I was like, Lord Jesus, listen, I ain't ready to go. And I ain't ready for him to go. I ain't ready for nobody else around me to go. Hear me out. But no, I'm not. We're not about to talk about that. Nope. Well, I'm already tingling a little bit because my anxiety going up there because we talking about demons and shit. So we took a short break here, and you want to know what I realized during that little break is that I didn't have my audio plugged in.
You talked all that shit.
So we recorded everything just off my iPhone microphone. It wasn't off of D's microphone. So if the audio sound different and better. That's why I didn't have it plugged in. And shut up about that. Yeah. Anyways, let's hop into this next part. And we wanted to just read a little bit of Reddit. It said, "What is the worst nightmare you have ever had?"
What are you talking about?
All right. It said, "I've heard of people having sleep paralysis and hallucinating the devil or an old woman commonly known as the hag in their bed sitting on their chest. and stopping them from moving. I was in a half sleep where I thought I'd woken up, but a terrifying old woman was lying next to me in my bed, eating my hand. Not nice. Holy, that's kind of fucking scary.
That's the devil.
I ain't gonna sleep well tonight at all.
Ain't no way.
We're gonna cuddle tonight.
The only time that I ever had sleep paralysis was I was a little child, and they say mostly kids have a lot of sleep paralysis. Thank God I haven't had it as an adult. And I was a little child, and it wasn't nothing even crazy. So we were just driving to New Jersey to go see my dad's mom, my grandma, and I remember waking up, and I was in the back, and I was laying down, and I was trying to scream my hardest. I was like, it won't nothing coming out. And then I finally woke up. But it was sleep. As I was an adult now, like, you know, it was sleep paralysis.
Yeah.
I told my mom, you know what she said?
What?
You woke up too early.
Well, that's what they say. They say that your
what the hell?
Your brain wakes up too early and your body's not ready, or vice versa.
What the hell is even that?
I don't know. I mean, her science was there, but I don't know if she said it correctly. But they say it's something about your brain wakes up too fast or something like that. Your body not ready.
I've heard this sleep paralysis again. Oh, it's gonna be dark.
No,
sleep paralysis. The reason why your body goes into sleep paralysis is because, like, you're losing control of your consciousness. So, like, you're quote unquote like being possessed, and you don't have control of your body. Because you know when they say when you possess, something lives within you. And, you know, you see in all the movies, they be turning around, walking up walls and shit. They be in there, but they not control of what's going on. Now, think about what sleep paralysis is. You're in, like, you're conscious, you know what's going on, but you can't control your body. You stiff. So you seeing all this weird shit happen, and you can't scream, you can't move. Like the woman said, something was chewing on her hand. She couldn't do shit about it. That sounds like some possession. Yeah. So how crazy is the people that's... I don't know. Again, I'm not woke, but I'm just saying this is
you put your chest in that one.
This is what they say.
He put his chest in that. I'm not woke.
They say a lot.
It's okay to be woke a little bit.
I'm ain't saying I'm woke enough to not, you know, go to sleep while I'm driving, but my third eye ain't completely open.
Listen, mine got a little lazy eye or something like that, right?
What's your take on that? On what I just told you with the demons and the sleep paralysis?
I don't think I agree with that like possessed part, because I don't ever want to think that I'm possessed, or people, you know, people that deal with that is possessed. I just think it's some type of science behind it that nobody can really explain. Now, as far as the hallucinating part, I don't fucking know, but I don't really care to know. I'm in denial. I'm in denial.
I don't fucking.
I'm in denial. Okay, I've had sleep paralysis. It's like an I would say an every week thing for me. It's nothing new. When I have it,
every week.
Yeah. Oh, I have it all the time. I have
so
one the
you
other
get
night.
possessed every week.
Yeah.
So they was taking over your body every week.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy?
And you sitting there laying next. You sleeping your ass downstairs. Don't sleep next to me. I don't want them going. I'm covered in the blood of Jesus Christ.
Listen. So when I was a kid, my sleep paralysis used to just be like how you explained it. You just couldn't move. You couldn't scream. Finally, you'd snap out of it. And you wake up. You're fine, right? As I've gotten older, mine have gotten a lot more trippy. My sleep paralysis has gotten like. So the best way I can explain it is when I'm having an anxiety attack. The way I have an anxiety attack is my body goes numb. Like, you know, you get pins and needles when you sit on your arm for a long time. Imagine that when you're having a panic attack, from head to toe. Like, you cannot, like, standing up ain't gonna help shit. Like how it would if you stood up off your arm.
You stand up and feel like when the old TVs just go like
yeah. Like imagine a whole like your body isn't static. That's what my anxiety attacks feel like.
That's painful.
Yeah, it is. And don't even get me started on when I was dealing with that heavily. But anyways, some people feel like they're having a heart attack.
Man, I've given myself a panic attack like that.
Yeah. It's not a good feeling.
Like I literally.
People have mistaken heart attacks for panic attacks because it's that bad.
Yeah. Man, I looked
and
up,
have died.
I looked up the side effects for heart attack, and then it was like left side of the body goes numb, and then my left side of my body was feeling numb, and then it was like feeling of impending doom, tight chest, and I was like, "The fuck is going on?" And then
I don't know. Maybe call 911 next time that happens.
Man, I didn't want it to be a false alarm. Again, this is WebMD. So yeah, don't diagnose yourself with WebMD.
Yeah, you have cancer and a heart attack. Like, don't do it.
If you don't, not cancer. If you don't got insurance, bro, they will still treat you, and you ain't gonna pay the medical bills no way. It's best you going to the hospital surviving and having a bill versus you not going to the hospital, you dying, and now they gotta go fund you.
Next time you do that, call. Or at least call me.
Like I was saying,
so I can come help you.
You had a panic attack.
Shit. Like
anyways, man, I checked the blood cuff monitor, and what's a good reading?
120 over 80 for your age.
I think my jump was like 220 over like 90. I was just panicking, bro. I started sweating.
Joshua, no, you need to know.
But it was a panic attack. It was literally a panic. I started sweating and everything, man. I got up like super fast. I was laying at my mom's house. I was laying down. I had laid down. I told you about it. I had a panic attack.
No, you didn't tell me it was that, and your blood pressure was that high.
Anyway, like I was laying down, and then I jumped out of the bed real fast. When I say the room was spinning, bro, if any of y'all ever gotten like really drunk, and then you go lay down, and the whole room spinning, do that times like, I ain't gonna say 5, times 2. It was spinning, and I was like, damn, I got up, I'm about to hit the ground again. And then I went to check, but I ended up being okay. But that was just like, again, that was the only panic attack that I can remember that I've had as an adult. What
if that was like a mini stroke or something?
There wasn't no mini stroke.
I don't know. I'm not a nurse, but
obviously,
baby, you need to like. When the last time? We'll talk about that later. I'm about to get on him because with the difference between him and I is that I'm like, oh my God, I got a scratch on my finger. Somebody call an ambulance. I'm fitting to die. It's gonna get infected and my hand gonna fall off. He's like, oh, I just broke my arm. I'll just put some ice on it. Here's a peppermint, type shit.
It's already written. It's already written, man.
Like, I guess.
It's already written.
I guess, but it's still like.
Think about what I just told you.
I know.
Do you believe that?
That's a long path. I don't really feel like going down tonight. A very long path.
It's just a simple yes or no.
Yeah. Save the conversation for later.
What are they talking about in the comments?
I was telling you about my sleep paralysis. Sleep paralysis, basically, it feels like I'm having imagine being stuck and you can't move and you can't do nothing but just lay there, and as well as you're having those pins and needles. So I'm having a panic attack while not being able to move. All I can do is just sit there. I never have like the hallucinations people say, but it really just feels like I'm in like this like trippy. Like my body is in this weird euphoric feeling. Then I finally wake up. I found a way to wake up fast, y'all. If you're ever in a sleep paralysis, wiggle your toes and wiggle your fingers like that. You'll wake up. And that's what I do now. And I wake up and then immediately that feeling like of the pins and needles go away. And I'm fine. But go ahead.
What you sounding like is lucid dreaming.
That ain't lucid dreaming. Lucid dreaming is something else.
What's your definition of
lucid dreaming? Is when you're in your dream and you're dreaming and you're looking at yourself dreaming while you're dreaming, if that makes sense.
Okay, because I'm gonna say my definition and we can look it up. What I thought my definition of lucid dreaming was you're in full, like you realize you're dreaming, but you're in full control of your dreams. Have you ever tried practicing lucid dreaming?
I didn't know you can practice it.
Yeah, there's techniques. I tried to do it one time. It's like a deep meditation. What you do. This shit did not work, but they say you can practice and you can control your dreams. Lucid dreaming, look up the meaning of lucid dreams.
Lucid dreams are when you know that you're dreaming while you're asleep. You're aware that events flashing through your brain aren't really happening, but the dream feels vivid and real.
So we were both off.
You may even be able to control how the action unfolds as if you're directing a movie in your sleep. Studies suggest. What is that? Never mind. Studies suggest that about half of people may have had at least one lucid dream, but they probably don't happen often, usually only a handful of times a year. What to do when lucid dreams happen? Lucid dreams are most common during REM sleep, rapid eye movement.
That's the deepest sleep when you're in that REM.
A period of very deep sleep marked by eye motion. faster breathing, and more brain activity. Ariana Grande got a song named Ren. Listen, let's just.
Have you ever had any dreams where like it's a good dream and you're trying to control it, and then you realize the dream and you wake up?
Yeah.
Do you ever go back to sleep and you can like grab that dream again?
That's happened like maybe once or twice, but
Man, I be hating it when I have dreams.
And it's always the good dreams. Like
I'm saying, bro.
I know this is gonna sound really bad, but you're in the middle of a wet dream and you're so close to getting there. You're almost at that point, and you wake up and you want to go back to sleep, but you can't. And when you do go back to sleep, you dream about a damn giraffe walking around in the desert. Like, come on, take me back. Take me back. Yep.
All right.
I know they got kind of nasty there, y'all.
Comments,
anyways, the comments are basically just saying their stories. I've also had a dream like this. And someone else said, not really a nightmare, just a very odd figure that continually appears in my dreams. Every so often as I dream, I notice a figure in the background. The figure itself never plays a part within the dream. It just seems to observe. It looks like the shadow.
Oh, that's the same comment. Keep going.
Yeah, it looks like the shadow of a man. It has a similar build to the Slender Man, tall and thin. However, it doesn't feel threatening. It just stands in the background watching. The really odd thing about this figure is that every time I have tried to approach it, I wake up instantly. Don't wait. Do not.
Okay.
Stop trying to approach it.
Okay, then, well, what she said was Slender Man. You know, Slender Man does not have a face.
Yeah.
So her dream, like, what do you think that could mean? Because it's, I ain't even gonna try to see what I have no idea. What
I have no idea, but
But if it looked like Slender Man, you know,
don't approach it. Stop approaching it. Every time you approach it, you try to wake up. I mean, you wake up, don't approach it. Or maybe you can't control that, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Do you feel like your dreams can harm you? Because you know they say if you die in your dream, you die in real life.
No, I don't know.
But this is the thing, in the dreams, you know, that I've had. Well, I don't think I've ever died because I always wake up. Mm-hmm. And this leads to, I guess, another little point. They say the reason you wake up before you die in a dream,
it's because your brain doesn't know what it feels like to die.
Bingo.
Yeah, so I don't know. Interesting. You know, it's crazy. It's just, gosh, dreams are so weird, guys. Dreams, sleep paralysis,
lucid dreams,
the whole dreaming world and all of its glory is so weird and it's so scary. You know, some people have really fun dreams and, great. But then there's people like us who just can't catch a break, can we? Cannot.
When we took that cruise, I did not once dream that before we went that I was on that damn ship.
Yeah,
I was getting stabbed up, falling down, ran over, gunfight, death.
Yeah,
never on the balcony sipping a mimosa.
Okay, exactly.
Why? What did I do?
We have good dreams like that.
Right, damn, bro.
I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. I ain't had a dream like that yet.
Now watch the night. We go.
Let me knock on some wood. Look, I don't want no parts.
Damn, bye man being that mother.
I just want to have a nice dream. Not smoking ganja with Drake, and Janae Aiko, and Big Sean in the front seat, and they baby. I just want a good dream.
If they coupled up? Why you coupled up with Drake?
I don't know. Maybe I'll become famous one day, and
y'all in an 05 Camry?
In an 05.
So everybody fell off. Y'all he went from having Air Maxes with holy water in it,
and we
to an 05 Camry.
Could have been for a photo shoot.
Smoking.
Could have been for a video shoot.
Smoking Kinley weed.
Don't look. First of all, don't come from my city.
Kinley
don't
weed.
come from my city.
Oh, I'm sorry, Kinley crack. You need to keep on task.
It could be that since you see it often, you're familiar with it, and it's sorts of real to you, as in something you think about when awake. As a result, seeing it in the dream will remind you that you are dreaming, which might trigger lucid dreaming. Being aware but still asleep, it's very easy to wake up in this state to try and approach the observer and enact with intent. And this is probably why you wake up, much like how I tend to wake up whenever I realize I can breathe underwater in dreams, and I decided to swim deeper.
I just thought of a movie. Hold on, let me keep reading. I'm
Someone
gonna ask you, have you ever seen this movie? It's a really, I cannot believe I can't think of the movie, but it's a really, really good movie.
Okay, someone said, finally my time to shine. First off, I've lost my penis in like 5 dreams, just fell off. I've had theories of why I've dreamed this, but I'll save if I ever end up in therapy. Well then, my boy lost his penis 5 times. I knew this
It's
late. Go ahead.
I found it's called Inception. Have you ever seen Inception?
No.
Inception, starring Leonardo DiCaprio, is a 2010 film where you really have to focus. Inception is it's like a dream within a dream within a dream, like almost within a dream. So the whole thing is what these people do is they go inside your subconscious, implant an idea. Like, say for instance, I want you to sell me your car.
Yeah.
But you dead head on you not gonna sell me your car.
Yeah.
You just not gonna do it. Like, that's your car, you're not gonna sell it, no matter any amount of money I give you. So what I do is they end up essentially getting the person, putting them in like a sleep trance, and they go inside their mind, go inside their dream, and plant the idea of you need to sell me your car. And you think it's your idea, but it's really not your idea. It's my idea. I just went inside your subconscious to plant that idea. And it's starring Leonardo DiCaprio. It's a 2010 film. It's really good, man. Yeah. It's really good. But they're just playing. We're talking about dreams. They're just playing with people's dreams and going inside their mind and making them do things that they think they want to do, but they don't. They don't. They thinking they making the choice, but they really have no control.
Right.
And then they get so deep inside the movie where to the point where they don't even know if they're in the real world or they're still in the dream.
Right. Wow, that sounds pretty interesting. We should take a look at that too. Who hit you up?
Stay on side.
One thing I was gonna that kind of made me think about hypnosis. Do you think hypnosis is like real? Do you think that's possible? After seeing the movie Get Out,
again, like that's playing with like a dream, and you're kind of like how Inception was doing. Hypnosis, you're hypnotized, you're in a trance, you're in this state of REM. In my opinion, it really might not be. I'm not a fucking doctor. It may not be what hypnosis is at all.
I don't think you're asleep with hypnosis. I think you're fully awake. But
you're in a trance though.
Yeah, but you're not asleep. You're in a trance. They put you in a trance from your awake state.
But don't that sound like sleep paralysis? When you're you're awake, but you have no control of what's going on. Don't that kind of sound like that a little bit?
Ooh, kinda, a little bit. You might be.
There you go.
Let's look up hypnosis versus sleep paralysis. Yeah, let's see, because that actually makes sense. Treating sleep paralysis with hypnosis. No, I don't want to do that. Why do I keep saying that? Is there a connection between sleep paralysis and hypnosis? All right, let's see. There's a huge word here. Somnambulism and suggestibility in the liminal state of sleep paralysis are very similar. Both use one's own imagination. It all depends on the person's will and what they find acceptable or believe. Suggestibility depends on the person's ability to accept the suggestion. You have control over that. Sleep paralysis and the opposite, sleepwalking, usually go together for some people.
Man, we didn't even get on the subject.
Oh my god! Now this is just it's like a freaking rabbit hole because now, okay, I have sleep paralysis, but I have a cousin who sleepwalks. And then
do you think that's real?
I think it's real. If sleep paralysis is real, you can lucid dream and you can do that. I 1000% think you can sleepwalk.
If you put it that way, for real, because you could. If you never experienced sleep paralysis or lucid dreaming, you wouldn't think it's real.
Exactly.
So
the same way we've never experienced sleepwalking,
so
we don't think it's real.
Exactly.
See?
Damn.
But sleepwalking, like
you don't even know
a whole new level.
You don't even know you sleeping, bro. Like that. I mean, I've seen
so dangerous.
What I've seen online, they say believe half of what you hear and none of what you see. So when I see a video of somebody sleepwalking, I just count it out. It could be real, but I'll just be like, this bullshit. But just imagine you sleepwalking, you think it's a dream, you get in your car and you go to sheets and you sleep.
There have been stories of people actually legit doing that.
Man.
Like,
and then
sex, sleep cooking stuff, sleep walking their dog, sleep everything. Like,
not only how dangerous it could be, you get in an accident, but say you think it's a dream, say you think it's a lucid dream, but you really sleepwalking and you got control of your dream. Say you get stopped by the cop and it's a dream, so you like, you know what? I'm gonna fight the cop.
Oh God!
Like, come on, like, man,
that'll be a news article right there. Man caught sleepwalking, lucid dreaming, beats the shit out of a cop and gets shot. Like that would be a movie. That's a movie right there. Okay, if a movie producer sees this and
Spielberg,
hey,
I'll let your boy.
Hey, give us credit, please.
Man, that's more like 5% royalties.
No, 20%.
Man, his movies go high. 5%, we can retire.
We can retire off that. Okay,
I believe so.
I take your advice. Well, let's just talk business after the show.
For real.
Wow. It's like a rabbit hole. Sleep paralysis. You talk about hypnosis. Them two could go together. Sleepwalking, sleep talking, lucid dreaming, the deja vu dreams. People call it psychic dreams too because you're able to know shit before it happens. But I call it deja vu. But
this has nothing to do with dreams. I don't know if I want to go there because we was getting ready to end the podcast.
Yeah.
What if you didn't need to sleep? Instead of getting, they call this, like, I think it was the sleepless elite. They can function with I think it's 4 or 5 hours of sleep, and they can function the whole day off that. Like a person that would get 8 hours. What if you didn't need to sleep 8 hours a day? How much do you think you could get accomplished? If you didn't need to sleep, if you could sleep 4 hours a day and you was fully rested, what more do you think you'll be more productive, or do you'll be more what's the opposite of productive when you're like
less productive?
No, like when do you think you'll procrastinate more
with less sleep?
Yeah, but you still have the energy. Do you think you can get more done, or do you think that just give you more time to procrastinate?
I 100% procrastinate. I procrastinate with the damn time I got now.
Really?
I procrastinate.
No, I'm saying, I know that, but I'm saying if you had an extra
couple of hours,
6 hours,
would I be more productive? I personally don't think so. Knowing me personally, I don't think I would be more productive given more time in the day. I'm already, with the time that I have, I'm already which I don't have a lot during the day, especially when you're working, going to school or whatever. You already don't have that many hours with between time and sleep now to do stuff.
I know, but this is what I'm saying. Now, instead of those extra 6 hours that you would normally use with sleeping, you got 6 more hours that you can do stuff with. So instead of being I need to get to work. I mean, I need to get to sleep because I got to work in the morning. You can use that 6 hours to film a video, learn a new craft, learn a skill, watch a series that you ain't getting rid to watch, work out. You don't think?
Maybe. I mean, I've caught myself saying there ain't enough hours in the day.
Not until I became a legit grown man that I realized there is not enough hours in a day.
I don't feel like there is, but even with the free hours that I do have, I don't use them wisely all the time. I mean, I spent my whole weekend just chilling in there when I could have definitely just been doing other things like learning a new craft, going to the gym, washing my car because it definitely needs a washing. But I procrastinated on it, and I've had time, so I'm gonna say no, I wouldn't. But I'm gonna say that you would be more productive. You think you would? You'd be more productive?
I think I really do.
Yeah.
I know for a fact for me that's not enough.
Well, guys, we are going to go ahead and wrap this podcast up. I hope we didn't creep you out on the first episode of After Hours with D and J. Thank you so much for watching today's podcast. Do you have any closing words?
If y'all guys got any comments, please leave them down below. Don't hold back. I promise.
Yeah.
Speak your mind. Like, y'all is the audience that will be tuning in is a big part of the podcast. Y'all help us come up with content. You know, y'all go back and forth in the comments. Y'all have your own conversations that help make new content. It'll help us grow. If you enjoyed it, share, like, comment, subscribe.
Yep.
If you didn't like it, still watch it. Dislike it, but just watch it. Don't subscribe. I don't give a damn. But do watch it.
Anyways, we appreciate you guys for tuning in, and we have a lot more in store for you guys. If you have anything you want us to speak on, put it down in the comments below or hit one of our DMs or something. I'll have our tags, our social media tags in the description below. Thank you guys again for watching After Hours with D and J, and you have a good rest of your day.
Y'all guys be safe.
Bye.